Now, y'all remember a couple of weeks ago, Trayvon Boykins, an ex-NFL quarterback. I think he only played one season with the Seattle Seahawks. He spoke on the family dynamics of Russell Wilson and Ciara on Thanksgiving when he was invited into their home, and he said that it was an interesting experience. He even spoke on their kid, baby future, and called him bad.
Russell Wilson, I went to his house for Thanksgiving. The weirdest feel like he catered. So no, you know, like, bro, I come from a traditional country ass black family.
We throwing down.
If I got as much money as Russell Wilson, my whole family would talk about me so bad if I ain't fly everybody out there for Thanksgiving. And I'm sponsored by an airline.
Yeah. Maybe he not close to his family.
And maybe he not. But his mama wasn't there. Sisters wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even though, like, it still weird to me. I'm just still, even if you don't food with your family, like, it still weird to me on Thanksgiving. My family gonna do the food. This is what we gonna do. If you the one with the money, we coming to your house. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me
that part.
That's what we gonna do. So to get over there and catch Russell Wilson, like, him, is literally him, Ciara daddy, me, Noonie, baby future, the chef, and 2 nannies. And 3 dogs. And baby future at that time was bad as hell. hey, baby future, what you think? You know, everybody going around the room saying what they thankful for and shit. Like, baby future, what you thankful for? Oh, just thankful for. I think he said something about, like, I mean, he was a kid though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, he was a kid. I think he a lot better than that. But at that time, like, bro was just, you knew, like, I think he understood it. Like, he knew he was just spoiled, just bad. You feel me? Like, who his daddy was, who his mama was, who he hanging around. Like, he started to understand. And so in that case, like, but then I leave Russ' crib, go to Earl Thomas' crib.
Earl, that's more family origin because you met me there.
We all was home when I stepped off at Earl crib.
We playing spades, good food.
Like, we in there. Shout out Earl, bro. Area 29, bro. Shout out. I know you got the restaurant down there in Seattle, and it might be one in Austin too.
Well, he received a lot of backlash for that. Most noticeably from the Nightcap podcast with Shannon and Ocho. They said what everybody was feeling in this situation.
Hey, I got a question.
I hope I got an answer for you too.
Why is he sharing the information anyway?
Cause, see, that's what, not chat. Now you see why I don't have a whole lot of mofos at my house. See, he worried about somebody else's family. Your black ass there. He invited you.
Hey,
he looked at you like family. And what you do?
Turn around and come
got diarrhea of the mouth. You think you telling something. Man, I went to Russell house, that mansion, it was weird. Yeah, because he had an outsider in there. That was the weird part about it. That's why you don't let people come to your house, chat. Nobody, first of all, no. Me and my brother had money. Guess what Thanksgiving was always at? Granny's house. Even though we couldn't get back, it was always going to be there. When we had a big-ass cookout, Ocho, guess where it was? In Granny's backyard.
Damn.
Why look.
I don't get it. I'm confused. Why is everybody always looking for a moment? Why is everybody always looking for a moment to go viral or to get you a little 15 minutes? He let you into his home on Thanksgiving, a special day. Okay, if the family wasn't there, maybe they don't get along. Maybe they don't see the eye to eye. I mean, I don't get it.
I don't get it either, Ocho.
I don't understand.
His family wasn't there, but you was there. But you take this opportunity now, years later,
to talk about it.
Because Russ ain't been in Seattle for a long period of time.
Right.
And now you bring this up.
Now, I completely agree with Shannon and Ocho here. There is no pushback. Everybody primarily felt the same way. And it actually got my brain going, and it had me asking the question, why does everybody, old teammates, feel the need that they can openly disrespect Russell Wilson? And if I had to assume, I would think that it's just because primarily this is a black sport, and I think they look at him as not one of us. You see, I think they look at Russell Wilson as, man, first of all, you don't come from our communities. You don't come from the hood. You came into this league married to a white woman. You're kind of an asshole. You don't really fuck with us. We would love for you to fuck with us, but you don't fuck with us. You You don't come to the cookouts. You don't come to the baby showers. You don't come to the, when we playing spades, you ain't doing that. I think that they actually wanted a bond from Russell Wilson, but Russell Wilson from the gate was always all business. It was always him protecting his brand. I come into work, I do my job, and I leave. And I think that a lot of teammates couldn't handle that. And the better he got, the more he got, being that he's the quarterback. He had his own office in certain areas, and the team was jealous of that. Now, could he have been an asshole to them? Probably. But a lot of quarterbacks are assholes. They don't get disrespected like Russell Wilson. And to me, this is why it's worse what Trayvon Boykins did. You played one season in the NFL. You weren't really going to get any playing time behind him. You're a young guy. He obviously took a liking to you where he feels like people don't like him. He had to protect his brand. But he found some type of liking to you, and not only did he like you, he invited you over to his house to fellowship on a special holiday that's meant for family. And this is what you did to him. Now, Russell Wilson's mom would come to Instagram to respond and clear up some things. She said, "I am his mom. It's none of your business. This is opportunistic. I am so tired of you men cutting down my son. Jesus said to all accusing the woman, he who is without sin cast the first stone." Part of our family was in Florida at a tournament, which was his sister's tournament, who played organized sports in college. I planned to stay home because I wanted to fast the 4 days before year end. Russ thought enough of you, who has a criminal history, to love you enough to invite you over. This is why Russ keeps it moving. Folks are not trustworthy. Russ, though, will forgive, but not again. I hope you felt relevant for a few minutes. Lord, forgive him, and he not know what he is doing. Tammy Wilson. And then she would even comment again and say, "Oh yeah, and we got our own paper over here." So as you see, the internet jumped on Trayvon Boykins' ass, and he would come on the next episode of his podcast and give an apology, but it would be the stuff that he said after the apology that really rubbed me the wrong way.
First thing first, bro, we gotta address the elephant in the room. You know what I'm saying? That was a video that obviously went viral. Me sharing my experience with what I had at a teammate's crib. But with that being said, I just would have to let y'all know, like, hey, look, I'm a kid from Dallas, Texas, right? I come from a traditional household when it comes to family, right? When we came from, I came from and so when it come to Thanksgiving, the reason I said what I said is because when we had a little bit of nothing, we still came together as a family.
Hold on, Mr. Boykin. Let me stop you right there. You see, your first mistake is thinking that your family is the traditional bar for Thanksgiving, as if they're the way that a black family should be on Thanksgiving. Let me tell you something, bro. There is no traditional black family. There's no traditional family, period. But if we're going to talk black, there is no traditional black family. I'd have been to many different people's households on Thanksgiving, and everybody does things different. The family dynamics are different. The people are different. The food is different. The amount of people there is different. So I'm saying all that to say that that's where you went wrong, in my personal opinion. First is by judging how his household was, rather than being open and appreciative to them opening their doors to you. It's like you went to Russell Wilson's house, probably because you're a rare invite. Nobody else gets invited to his house. You went over there like you was the FBI. I need to see what's going on in this household. Yeah, you went over there for the experience and not for the genuine love that he was offering to you.
That's the way that I was raised. That's the way that I always seen it. So when I seen something a little bit different, it was that to me. It was different. Now, I probably could have articulated it a lot better than what I did, and I could have gave a little bit more context than what I did. But I do want to sit here, whether my co-host agrees or not, because I know he don't. I do want to issue an apology, right? I felt like they didn't wake up and ask for that, Russ, Sierra, and especially Baby Future, right? This was a long time ago. I shared an experience that I had 10 years ago.
It's a lot of things they don't wake up to.
Right. It's a lot of stuff that, but I can only speak for me.
Okay.
Right. And so I can't issue that apology and say that I do apologize for, because they didn't necessarily deserve it. I could have told a story without name dropping, because I'm pretty sure like other people go tell their stories on podcasts and their experiences, and then you just speculate who it is and you go from there. So like I said, bro, I do want to issue that apology publicly. I don't think that you can publicly say something and then go privately apologize. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to just start off there and saying like, hey, look, I do apologize, especially to Baby Future, because if it's one person it's the Future fans. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, bro, like, look, man, we gonna sit on it, and this is a learning experience for a lot of us, bro. We've been doing this podcast 9 episodes, and we learning a lot, we going through a lot, and it's gonna be ups, it's gonna be downs. We gonna sit over here and we gonna have viral moments, we're gonna have moments that might not go viral.
And you see, right there, that's where you should have just stopped and went on to the next subject. That was a great apology. But then he just started talking about Shannon Sharpe and other situations. And this is when I realized, oh, he doesn't really get it.
About why I felt the way that I felt, right? And he probably was blindsided by the whole thing. He was probably blindsided by the whole thing. And so with that being said, look, I'm gonna just literally leave it at that, bro. Like, and Shannon and Ocho and all y'all probably just raised different from me. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like, I was raised in a Southern traditional household. Like, I had people calling me once the clip went viral on some like, bro, Trey, they really just don't understand where you from.
Nigga, what? What are you talking about? Why would you say they probably wasn't raised like I was raised? Shannon Sharpe is from Glenville, Georgia. You are from Dallas, Texas, sir. Dallas, Texas is the 9th most populous city in America. Stop talking like you are from some type of deep south, middle of nowhere town that only relies on Southern tradition. Fool. Shannon Sharpe is from Glenville, Georgia, population 38, Humdone. He's from the tradition of traditional Southern households. He understands exactly what you're talking about. Chad Johnson is from the ghetto in Miami, Florida. Let me say this. We get the fact that there's Southern tradition. We understand the traditional part. And if you really come from Southern tradition, then you know that your grandmama, your mama, your aunties, you would have got slapped upside your head had they known you was going up in somebody's house when they invited you up in there and you came out talking shit. They would have slapped you upside your motherfucking head. That's the Southern tradition we talking about. We was disappointed in you because we know how you was raised. Coming out of Dallas, Mesquite, Texas. You knew better than what you was doing, and that's why we saying you got a little bit beside yourself. You was smelling yourself, and your ass did that shit for clout to get your podcast off the ground. Be a man of integrity. Be a man that remember the life lessons coming from the South that your mama, your grandmama, your auntie, all them, your sister, they taught you. But then we talking to a man who broke his own woman's jaw and went to prison for 3 years. You see, you don't like it when we bring up your stuff. Yeah, the worst thing you could say about Russell Wilson is that his family's weird. But what about you? Was that the way you was raised when you was punching people in the face? I can't hear you. Where you at? Yeah. You heard Russell Wilson, mama, he invited a man with a criminal history over his house. You were the weirdo, not them.
Right. At the end of the day, they gotta understand where you from. If they knew how you was raised, they wouldn't be speaking. They would. Man, it is what it is, bro. Go ahead. If you want to give your last remarks on it, look, man. Hey, shout out Shannon, Ocho. Put me on the pod. Y'all want to talk about me? Put me on the pod. Let me bring in the clips from early. Let me let y'all, or maybe I can kind of fill y'all in on some little details that I don't want to articulate on this show, because we done talking about Russ. We done. If it ain't got nothing to do with football, we done talking about Russ, right? Look, if you got something you want to say about the Shannon clip, the
Shannon, Ocho, chill out, man. Chill out. Y'all talking about somebody wanting to go viral, somebody looking for a moment. No, this was a genuine conversation. My dog talking about his experience. I feel like you being a narcissist by Ocho, by saying you looking for a viral moment, but y'all talking about us right now. Y'all talking about a viral moment, right? Y'all trying to go viral off a viral moment. You know what I'm saying? So come on, man, chill out. At least add some positivity to it. Don't bandwagon and jump on the boat. The negativity.
I expected Shannon to, though.
You know what I'm saying?
I expected Shannon to. And Ocho really didn't say much. Ocho ain't really say much other than I still like both of y'all. I have no problem with Shannon. I don't know Ocho, so on the cool, nigga, I care less about you. You understand me? But I watch.
Now, why on earth would Shannon and Ocho reward your podcast and reward this snake-like behavior by bringing you onto the show to talk about what? You was dead wrong, brother. That's why you're apologizing. The whole internet came together to collectively whoop your ass. Do you know how hard it is for the internet to all be on one page? All of Black Twitter, all of Shea Butter Twitter on Instagram. They stopped arguing about Megan Thee Stallion. They stopped arguing about LeBron James and Angel Reese. They stopped arguing about $100 dates, brunch with Jay-Z or $700. They stopped arguing about all that to collectively tell you, nigga, you dead ass wrong. You a snake. You a criminal. What the hell are you talking about? They defended Russell Wilson, a man who some of these niggas hate because he's such a good father. They stopped what they was doing to tell you, nigga, you lame as hell. And for your friend on the podcast, that big, bulky, dumb box of rocks for a brain having ass nigga, trying to make sense of something that don't make sense. Y'all are trying to make a viral moment off of our viral moment. What are you even talking about? No, they were responding to that bullshit y'all just did. And if you was a real friend, you would have let him get his apology off and just left it at that. You would have shut the fuck up. But instead, you the friend that's trying to make sense of some shit that don't need it. He was wrong, and that's that. I haven't met one person when we talked about this situation that said that, you know what, bruh kind of right. It doesn't matter if the family is weird to you. It doesn't matter if the dynamics are weird to you, bro. Everybody's family is weird to somebody. I'm weird to somebody else. You're weird to somebody. Just because we fit a lot of the criteria for the cultural black stereotypes doesn't mean that we're weird, we're not weird, or, you know what I'm saying, like we can't be criticized. We come from different backgrounds. Russell Wilson, maybe his family don't sit around playing spades. They breed athletes. They breed successful black people. That's what they do. What does your family do? They said they got their own money. You would have to fly your whole family out. They couldn't afford it. Could they get a ticket to Seattle? Okay. I'm gonna just leave it at that, man. Listen, Boinkins, I thought the apology was good, but everything else after that could have kept that, man. It just shows that you really don't get it. You keep talking like you from some type of traditional, man. Listen, I'm out here, man. Hey, y'all let me know in the comments down below what y'all think about this, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, and we out, baby. Boom. IG-TheLaFlare.
It's him.